and said, well, this guy knows about this. So he took him to Porto with him. So Mourinho entered Sporting as a translator and left Sporting as a coach.
He introduced himself to me, speaking the best English you could think of. Very shy, a bit nervous perhaps, but at the same time he had an area of confidence about him.
Mr. Jose Mourinho couldn't manage the situation, and he was more or less fired at that time.
I first met him when I got off a plane in Lisbon and was met by the president of Sporting Lisbon, together with a young interpreter. Stern-faced, good-looking chap, spoke quite good English, and was told by him that he was my interpreter as arranged by Sousa Sunta, who was the chairman of Sporting. And so he introduced himself to me because the president of Sporting couldn't speak English and I couldn't speak Portuguese. So he introduced himself to me, speaking the best English you could think of. Very shy, a bit nervous perhaps, but at the same time he had an area of confidence about him. He was bright, he was very alert, he saw things, and he was intelligent. He liked working with me. He was completely trustworthy. In fact, I said to him, listen, Jose, I don't understand what the Spaniards are saying. I don't understand what the Portuguese players are saying. And I remember saying this to him. So I want you to tell me exactly what everybody is saying. In the dressing rooms, on the training ground, half-time and full-time. He never let me down, because there was a certain time when he could tell me everything that was being said. So I just understood, even though I couldn't speak those languages fluently at the time. I got better as the years went on, of course. But he looked after me in that sense. He protected me. He saw football, at half times and at full times and after matches. We would sit together, Jose and I, would go through games. He'd say one or two things, and I would look at him and I'd say to myself, that's clever. And you know what? He's right. So I did like to discuss football with him. He had his own opinion. He didn't say to me the things that I would have liked him to have said to me. He said the things which were of true value, that were honest, and that were forthright, and what he felt. And so in that sense, he is a very good guy. He had a very small